What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between our visitors and the home team. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewer here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds,
Yeah.
We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out, now in his 9th NFL season.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Pass play now. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second and 3 now.
Brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Up the gut, they go with Moss. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And they're going to have a first down now. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Pass play on first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on third and 2. Forced out to his right. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Throwing now off the play action. That one's complete right side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's within striking distance. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings
Throwing off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 25 on that play. And that gives him a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. Results in a first down.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he stopped at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that means first down.
A gain of 9 yards. Result is a first down.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Throwing the out route complete. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
10 at the 12-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. And he's dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The home teams and their running back about to get back to work. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
2 yards and a first down.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Off the play fake, he'll throw.
Second and 4.
Finds him on the crossing route. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
It's a gain of 20. Results in a first down.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Still a one-possession game in the early stages. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hits his running back. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 7-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
From the gun on third down. And the ground game works for the touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys push their lead to 3. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 9. Things going well so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. They go play action on first down. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
It leads to second and 10.
Here's a throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third.
Tight end going in motion here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Big gain downfield. Hits the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown.
I know you got a mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it! And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The offense getting set to go. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. A gain of 26 yards there, and that's going to bring up first down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Third down from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And he is stopped a long ways from that line of gain. They force a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Trying to get it with the option here. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Now a give up the middle to Moss. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
At the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 5.
Shotgun now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 7 yards on that pickup. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. First down, play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Running on second with Moss. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. First and 10 from the 32. Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. On first down, they'll run. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Catch made over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one's incomplete in the end zone. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here comes their offense out again. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to wind up out of bounds a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, Brock. So they're going to be looking to make up some ground here on 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The home team's back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 44. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about this flag on the field. We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. To throw here on 1st down. Going all the way to the end zone here. And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys grow their lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys bump the lead up to 13 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. He fields it from the 8. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, they're out in 6. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds the in route, complete. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. A gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to get it with the option. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down pass play coming. Ooh, put some air under this one. Right side. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in he goes for the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returning it from the 4. Shoves him off. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw here. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our 2nd half gets underway. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And they take him down as he goes out. Now let's check on this penalty.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running it now out of the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down. QB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. A give now from the gun. Oh, the football's loose. And the defense jumps on the loose ball. It's a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Another drive coming up for this offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They go play action on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The visitors returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And nothing to show from their last drive except, well, we did see a couple of short tempers, Brock. Not happy to have fumbled away that series.
Yeah, fumbles are one of those mistakes, Kate, you don't get a lot of grace for in the NFL. Just one in a game is too many. Got to find a way to protect the rock.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Finds a man right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Takes the second down snap. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team on the field. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Offense to the line. Here we go. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Cut out left. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Moss. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
I'll throw it. He's got it over the middle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a pickup of 26. And that gives him the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the draw, this is Moss. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Finds his man over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down. Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers.
Oh, what are we doing?
So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. This offense getting all set for this series. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Taken down
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Complete out to the right. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Up the gut, they go with Moss. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. He's out in the clear. He does it. Touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Taylor sends in the call. They're going for 2. They'll try it on the ground. He's almost there, but no, they stopped him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. So we're through 3 here. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now this offense ready to head back out. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. They'll throw it here on 1st. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. 2nd and 10, still at the 28. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
All in left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Moss. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Moss gets it from the gun. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Moss with another carry. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. New set of downs for him from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for a first down.
19-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense headed back to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They're throwing it. We've got a screen to the running back. Up the side. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
The offense retains possession.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this one down in the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs from the 37. First down, play action. finds a seam down the middle. And he is in. Touchdown. These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Right back to Moss now. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Handoff now out of the gun. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
At his 49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a give up the middle to Moss. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. Dumped off to his running back. Play not developing as they'd hoped, so that's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Trying to throw this from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. 2nd and 3 now.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Looking in the air here. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown! These guys have likely locked up the win right there. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with the lineman, a lot of quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And his guys push their lead to 18. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Goes out of bounds, and a great return 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They go play action on first down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's brought down after a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing it again here.
8-yard line.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yep, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're
But the
biased.
success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. This celebration begins for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.